Welcome back to Changfied YouTube channel, your trusted source for latest updates across South Sudan and beyond. Today we bring you serious update from South Sudan. These are not just stories. These are real life, real pain, and real struggle happening right now. We will talk about things that are happening in Nasser. Also, we'll talk about Abiemnom, we'll talk about Turit and Wow, and even international sport. Today news will open your eyes. Stay with me until the end because every story matters. And if you believe in truth, justice, and humanity, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to Changfied YouTube channel. Let's begin our report with Nasser evacuation order. We start this report from Nasser, in Nasser County, Upper State. The county commissioner, Changfied Ronjel, has ordered civilian and aid organization to leave two areas. He talked about Mandang and Torkech. Why? Because government forces are preparing for a military operation there. According to the commissioner, this is not the first warning. He say the first evacuation order was given on March 1st and it was supposed to end on March 17, 2026. Now, a second order has been issued. People have been told to move to the eastern side of the Sobat River for safety. The commissioner explained that this decision came after concern from local authorities and security leaders. He said there is a group in the area that refused to leave even after discussion. Because of this, he advised civilians and NGOs to distance themselves before any operation began. But here is where the story becomes more painful. Many Nuer civilians are now speaking out. They are not just worried, they are afraid. Some believe this is not only about security. They are saying their own leader may have been influenced or pressure to push them out of their home. Others claim this is connected to the politics. It is connected to politics, especially the upcoming election. According to these civilians, they feel targeted because they may not support the current leadership. The community fear being displaced into refugees camp where they will not be able to vote. And this is their message. According to them, we have the right to choose who we support. They say no one should be forced or threatened for their political choice. The situation is very intense. For many families, this is not just about moving, it is about survival. Imagine being told to leave your home without knowing if you will return or not. This is the reality for many in Nasser today. From Nasser, we move to another heartbreaking story, one of loss, destruction, and people crying for help. Our next story is about Abiemnom displacement crisis. Now we go to Abiemnom County. Thousands of people are suffering after a deadly attack. Homes are gone, markets are destroyed, and even the only hospital has been damaged. Everything is gone. According to local leader, army youths attacked the area on March 1st, 2026. Nearly, according to the report, 200 people were killed. Among them were important leaders, including the county commissioner and other officials. Families were forced to run for their life. Today, many are living in places like Abieton, Agok, and part of Warab State. Let's talk about the damage. Houses were burned to ashes. shop and market destroyed. Hospital equipment is stolen or broken. Even medical supplies are gone. This means people cannot get treatment. And when there's no health care, disease can spread quickly. One youth leader said, "Nothing is left here, everything is destroyed." Another woman who lost her husband and son said something very painful. "We feel forgotten." Think about that. People are not only suffering, they feel abandoned. Right now, thousands of families need food, shelter, security, and medical help. A government team visited the area to see the situation, but the people are still waiting for real help. This is a humanitarian crisis, and if nothing is done quickly, it could get worse. Now let's move to justice, or the struggle to find justice. A military court in Torit. In Torit, Eastern Equatoria, a military court is working on serious cases. There are 26 cases in total. These include rape, murder, and military crime. The court team traveled from Juba to handle these cases. Some of the cases are moving forward, but others are delayed. Why? Because some suspects are still not arrested. This is especially true for several rape cases. Without suspect, justice cannot move forward. The court also say some cases involve civilian. Those cases will be sent to civilian court. This shows one important thing. Justice is trying to work, but it is facing challenges. And when justice is slow, victims continue to suffer. Now let's talk about a story that will shock you. A story of two men waiting for justice for over 20 years in South Sudan. 20 years on death row. This is heartbreaking. In Wow Central Prison, two men have been waiting for over 20 years, not just serving a sentence, but waiting to know if they will live or die. Their names are Isa Abdel Amit and Alfred Sher. They were convicted in 2005. Since then, no final decision has been made. Imagine that. 20 years of waiting. 20 years of uncertainty. One lawyer who visited them said they don't even know the result of the appeal. That means they are living without answer. Even worse, their physical condition is very bad. But, being changed for so long has affected their bodies. They may not even walk properly anymore. The prison itself is overcrowded. It was built for 200 prisoners. Today, it all over 1,000 people. That is more than 5 times its capacity. Lawyers are now calling for action. They say even persons deserve a final decision, even though sentenced to death. Because of justice delay, it also suffering. This story shows a broken system, and two men are paying the price. Later end today with something different, something that being hope and pride. And now some good news. Two South Sudanese fighters have made the country proud. They won big at the World Muay Thai Championship in Thailand. Their names are James Majogao, Sibit Okony, also known as Sky Okony. Both fighters defended their titles and won again. This is their second time becoming world champion. They fought against a strong opponent from countries like China and Brazil, and they won. This is not just a personal victory. It is a victory for South Sudan. Their coach said this should make all South Sudanese proud. Despite many challenges, these athletes continue to shine. One of the fighters said, "I'm happy to make my country proud again." This is a message of hope that even in difficult times, success is possible. Today, we have seen many sides of reality. Fear and displacement in Nasser, pain and loss in Abiemnom, a struggle for justice in Torit, long suffering in Wow, and pride in international sport. South Sudan is facing many challenges, but its people are strong. Their voices matter, their stories matter. And here on Changfied YouTube channel, we will continue to tell those stories. If you believe in truth, don't stay silent. Share it, like it, subscribe to the channel, and tell me in the comment section, what do you think about these stories? Until next time, stay safe, stay informed. Thank you. Bye-bye.